Welcome to one of the most beautiful settings in college football. Husky Stadium sits on the banks of Lake Washington, nestled between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains. Fans have arrived by land and sea. It doesn't get much better than this. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Huskies will kick this deep to get us going. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Using his legs, it's Frazier. The ball is loose, and the defense jumps on the football.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Here comes a handoff. Powering through. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense.
Got space, looking to score. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Huskies come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Washington. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And the Bulldogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Third down coming up after that running play. Back to pass. It's Rashada. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Nice grab. It's Brown.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. The tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
The Bulldogs will look to convert here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense is up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back to throw. It's Rashada. He lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
That is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back, looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Defense will make the stop, which will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Washington 7, Georgia 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense operating from the pistol. Just some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Running through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Dogs. This quarterback on fire today. And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's up and good.
The kick is good. That ties the game.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one.
This one will be fair caught. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
Pressure is coming. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
And now from the pistol formation. They're going to run it here. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Huskies. It was a foot race and he won it. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second and medium. They're going to run it. Tackle, but first down.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
To the air, it's Rashada. Bringing pressure. Oh, a sack. The senior on his defense making a big play.
Look at this. They turn him loose. He gets home for a sack for the Washington defense. Good call by the defensive coordinator. Think about it over the years, Chris. They got some really good linebacker play that can get after the quarterback.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Georgia, 7.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. They'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
Well, it's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. It's a shotgun run call. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Looking to throw. It's Rashada. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And the timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Trying the run, it's Baxter. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's reeled in. It's Baxter. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this 1st down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Rashada. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the 2nd half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd down.
And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, Washington 21, Georgia 7.
The Dogs will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Receiver in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the tackle is made. This screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. A new set of downs after that completion. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. On the ground, it's Washington. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and, of course, the last couple of years with Michael Penix.
Washington now operating in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back in motion now. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. This offense cannot be stopped.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Being set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Rashada. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball is just about to get to his receiver, and then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. Dogs come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
That's a first down for the offense.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Bulldogs looking to keep this drive rolling. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll kick it away here. Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The linebacker shifting around now. And looking to throw now on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back, and he fires the football to the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
A huge play moves it down the field. First down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Washington 28, Georgia 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Huskies will send the punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
With the return, it's Baxter. And the returner is brought down.
And the Georgia offense will take over first and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The Bulldogs will crank up the tempo. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where in the heck was that all about?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle, it's Frazier. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He bought some time, now lets it go. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
In the red area, it's Washington. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Huskies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Washington. And the beatdown continues. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with a 2-minute warning. Looking for some space. It's Frazier. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation.